Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, let's talk about the Chase Sapphire Reserve, a card that has a lot more to it than you might think. This is the first time I've made a video talking about this card specifically on this channel, but it's about time because I really like what this card has to offer. So let's dive in and talk about it. The Chase Sapphire Reserve debuted in the summer of 2016, making this card actually relatively new when compared to the American Express Platinum card. The Chase Sapphire Reserve was a huge hit when it came out. Currently, the annual fee on this card is a nice $550, with a current welcome offer of 60,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. This welcome offer is pretty consistent, but has gone up and down a few times. Now, Chase Ultimate Reward points have slightly different value depending on how you use them, and depending on which cards you're currently holding. As a base, these points are worth 1 cent per point. But with the Sapphire Reserve, your points are going to be worth 1.5 cents per point, because this card offers a 50% point bonus when you use your points inside of the Chase Travel Portal. That means our welcome offer of 60,000 points is going to be worth $900 if we redeem our points inside the portal. Now, in terms of multipliers, the Sapphire Reserve has a lot to offer. You're going to earn 10x back on hotels and rental cars booked through the Chase Travel Portal, 10x back on Chase Dining, 5x back on flights booked through the Chase Travel Portal, 3x back on dining and all other travel, and 1x back on everything else. In my opinion, this card beats the multipliers that are offered on the Amex Platinum, and ties with the multipliers on the Capital One Venture X, the two direct competitors to the Sapphire Reserve. These multipliers would allow you to use the Sapphire Reserve on its own and still earn a decent amount of points. However, your points earning potential would dramatically improve if you use the Chase Trifecta, which includes the Chase Freedom Flex and Freedom Unlimited. This helps give you the maximum points earning potential for your ultimate reward points. If you want to learn more about that setup, you can watch this video right here, but don't click on it yet, wait till the end of this video. Now let's turn our heads towards the benefits this card has to offer. On the surface, this card might look a little bit bare, but there's a lot here. Let's start with the $300 travel credit, which Chase claims to be the most flexible travel credit available. And I would agree. Most credit card travel credits only work inside of a credit card travel portal, like the Capital One Venture X travel credit. You can use this credit just about anywhere that relates to travel. There are only a few things that won't count towards this credit. So it's a big plus here that we can use this credit anywhere. As I mentioned earlier, the Sapphire Reserve offers a 50% point bonus when you use your points inside of the Chase Travel Portal, which would give us a redemption of 1.5 cents per point. So because we can always fall back on the Chase Travel Portal to get that cent per point ratio, we can value our points on this card at 1.5 cents per point. This comes in really handy for simple small flights where you don't always find the best redemptions on an airline's website. Take for instance this United flight from New York to Chicago. The ticket would cost $120 or require 15,000 points. If we transferred 15,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points to United and redeemed them for this flight, we would get a redemption of only 0.8 cents per point. But through the Chase Travel Portal, we could get this flight for 8,000 points at a rate of 1.5 cents per point. That's why it's incredibly important to compare various redemption options to make sure you're getting the best deal. Now, like most premium travel credit cards, you're going to receive airport lounge access. With the Sapphire Reserve, you're going to receive a Priority Pass Select membership to lounges in that network, including restaurants. You're also going to have access to Sapphire Lounges by the club, including the new one at LaGuardia. This is a growing network of lounges that has a lot to offer. They can be compared to American Express Centurion lounges, along with some of the newer Delta Sky Clubs. I do wish that the Sapphire Reserve offered access to an airline lounge like the United Club Lounge. I think this would help bring the lounge access on this card up to par with where the American Express Platinum card is, which offers Delta Sky Club access. And United seems like the optimal choice for Chase because they already have co-branded cards together. Continuing on, you're going to have access to a Global Entry, TSA PreCheck, or Nexus credit, access to the Chase Transfer Partners, which includes partners like United, Southwest, Marriott, Hyatt, and more. You'll also have no foreign transaction fee on this card, along with access to various partner benefits. The Sapphire Reserve also offers to authorized users. Each user will cost an additional $75 each year. Now, the Sapphire Reserve offers a lot of insurance and protections, which I think might be some of the best on the market. You're going to receive primary auto rental collision damage waiver for reimbursements up to $75,000 for theft or collision damage. Trip cancellation or interruption insurance for up to $10,000 per person and $20,000 per trip. This will be for prepaid expenses like passenger fares, tours, and hotels. Then you'll receive trip delay insurance for travel that is delayed 6 hours or more or requires an overnight stay. You can receive up to $500 to use for a hotel or meals while you wait for your next flight. Travel accident insurance for up to $1 million for accidental death or dismemberment when you pay in full for a flight, bus, train, or cruise. Next, you'll receive baggage delay insurance for up to $100 a day for 5 days when your bag is delayed for over 6 hours. You'll also have access to emergency evacuation and transportation insurance to cover medical services and transportation when you're far from home. You can receive up to $100,000 with this insurance. There's also roadside assistance for up to $50 per incident 4 times a year. And finally, you'll receive emergency medical and dental benefits. You can receive up to $2,500 for medical expenses you may incur when traveling at least 100 miles from your home. In addition to all of that, you will also receive purchase protection for up to 120 days, return protection for items that a store won't take back for up to 90 days, an extended warranty, which adds an additional year to warranties 3 years or less. Now let's take a look at some additional benefits on this card. First up, you're going to have access to the newly branded / refreshed Luxury Hotels and Resorts collection, which is now called The Edit. With this benefit, you're going to have access to a curated collection of hotels that Chase has partnered with to offer some exclusive benefits, including early check-in and late checkout when available, room upgrades when available, daily breakfast for 2, a $100 property credit, and complimentary Wi-Fi. This collection, along with its benefits, is very similar to the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection by American Express and the Capital One Premier collection. All 3 of these collections require you to have the top-tier card they offer to get access to its perks. And lastly, you'll have access to special car rental benefits through Visa Infinite for Avis, Hertz, National, and Audi On Demand. Now, a popular question that people ask is, should you get this card, the Sapphire Reserve, or the Sapphire Preferred? And if you have the Sapphire Preferred, like I do, is it worth upgrading to the Sapphire Reserve? Well, let's compare these cards real fast. The Sapphire Preferred has a $95 annual fee and the same welcome offer of 60,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. However, on the Sapphire Preferred, you're only going to receive a 25% bonus for points used inside of the Chase Travel Portal. This gives us a redemption of 1.25 cents per point. This would make our welcome offer worth only $750 instead of the Sapphire Reserve's $900. Now, the Sapphire Preferred offers some decent multipliers and can also be combined with the Freedom Flex and Freedom Unlimited to become a very powerful points earning trifecta. Now, the Sapphire Preferred does not offer any lounge access, but you do have access to the full list of Chase transfer partners. You'll also receive a $50 credit for hotel purchases made inside of the Chase Travel Portal. And finally, the Sapphire Preferred offers a nice range of insurance and protections. Certainly not as much as the Sapphire Reserve, but that's to be expected with a $95 annual fee. In the end, you'll need to answer these few questions. The first one is, how much am I going to travel with this card? If your main goal is to earn points and use them for a big trip maybe every other year, then the Sapphire Preferred would probably make more sense. You don't need to pay that big annual fee every year if you're not going to use its benefits every year. But if you're traveling once a month, once every other month, then you'll probably be able to make use of the travel credit on the Sapphire Reserve and could benefit from the travel insurance. You'll also need to ask yourself if it's worth paying that annual fee. Each card only offers 1 credit to help offset the annual fee. With the Sapphire Preferred, your effective annual fee would only be $45 if you can use the hotel credit in full. But on the Sapphire Reserve, your effective annual fee can only be as low as $250 if you use the travel credit in full. Of course, you can put a monetary value on any of the other benefits like lounge access, which can help make your decision. Currently, I have the Sapphire Preferred, and the Sapphire Reserve sounds pretty cool. But I don't think I can make use of another travel credit, even though it's so flexible. I currently have quite a few other cards that offer travel credits, and I'm not sure if I can make use of one more. What do you guys think of the Sapphire Reserve? Is this card underrated, overrated, in need of an update? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to take a moment to give a quick shout out to someone who used my referral link for the Sapphire Preferred. You know who you are, it means a lot. Thank you so much. If you'd like to do the same, you can click the link down below to see all my current referral links. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one in the future. Until next time.